I am Raxler of the Third Xurie Garrison. I have a bathrobe on, and this white cloth on my head. Even though this one's not white, it's a brown color. Yes, but little nuts, you see. Yes, Raxler of the Third Xurie Garrison. All of this, the beard and everything, for a gag, you see. Yes. I have nothing after that. Just, we're going to dress up in a bathrobe and a headdress and come out and say, I'm Raxler of the Third Garrison, all right. Yeah. I'm never quite sure who this character was supposed to be, but, oh well. Anyway, he was European and something else. It's just never quite clear. Yes. I don't think he was supposed to be Arabic at all. He was supposed to be like maybe Eastern European or something. So yes, he literally stepped out of the shower, and that was the joke. Well, it was written by a then 18-year-old Mark Card, so there you go. He had no idea what to, yeah. I mean, this could be, you could go out like this, and he'd be Turkish, I guess. Turkish Raxler. I am Turkish Raxler. My favorite films are Turkish Star Wars and Turkish Star Trek. I play Turkish Batman, Turkish Superman, and Bat Pussy. Yes, because he totally would like those movies. Because he's Raxler of the Third Xurie Garrison. What happened to the Third Xurie Garrison? Well, it's sort of there's a fleet of ships we named their garrison. The fleet, a small fleet, very, very. And this fleet was going through the space, and it was destroyed in the battle with the pirates. The Lydiusian pirates blew it up. They found no value for it. You see, they could not find any. They didn't want it. Did Raxler get with the council elder daughters, one of them, Nervok, yes, he shag her. That's a funny story though, cause like, even though he reproduced, he's stud. They were never quite sure it was his, you see. No, and it was such an embarrassment to the council. They said, Raxler, you're not the real chambers. He took responsibility for something he probably didn't actually do. Yes, Raxler did. But because he's from the rebel planet, the Rebians, and they do that. The Rebel Xurie, which originally were the Ruxy. Originally were Teddy Ruxpin creatures. They were bear creatures. This goes back to the Iliop adventure, yeah. And then they became people, bear people. Which is interesting because Tim, who played a character in it, who played Srtar, he was a bear-like, but not one of those kind of bears from Frisco, no. Another kind of bear, not that kind. No, he married now, and he has kids, and so he's not the character, the actor of the character. I don't know what happened to Srtar. Maybe he's running a bakery somewhere. He was always into cooking the food for the Raxler. Ironically, he can no longer have any kinds of sweets because he has diabetes. Sad. But yes, yes, but, so yes, this does not look offensive at all. Anyway, so yes, so I'm Raxler of the Third Xurie Garrison. See what happened with the Xurie rebel Earth people. So they got out to Alpha Centauri, they settled a planet, Alpha Centauri system, which was already inhabited by the Techites in the story, the peaceful dog-like Techites. And, of course, they're man's best friend, so they just gave them the planet they weren't using. Well, they probably took it, but unlike the Pandora, it wasn't that. They probably took it. Ha ha. Pandora. Anyway, so yeah, and they settled. Arabia is the Alpha Centauri B planet. Also in Canary space, it's Lidgura and the Dargrai. No cultural significance except that the Greys and the Dark Greys. It's not very original, but no, it's because the other one is not very sound. Now I'm a pirate. See, har. So yes, all of this just to do this one sketch. Yes. Yeah. So yes. That is all for that, I guess. I'm not going to ramble on about this. The Srtar Crackers. This is based on the Srtar Crackers fan film, not on the books, the Vanguards, Space Vanguards, because they went in a different direction, and my character was killed off in 2299 or something. That one, no, obviously, the actor's not dead. Yes, just so there, yeah. Evil clone. So yeah, I have Raxler of the Third Xurie Garrison. Well, what's left of it, anyway. Yeah, so. Yes. So this is a little, I guess, it's not a Kickstarter because we're not going to make money on it. It's not a Kickstarter. But it has been 30 years since Srtar Crackers, and it came out on video. So, shot on Shitio. It came out on video, and there was only about 45 minutes of it done at that point, about half. Really up until the battle scene happens, and then it ends. And there was stuff peppered throughout. And so in 2005, they got the cameras out from the Transformers Meet Robotech movie, and they filmed the rest of the movie. Basically, went back and did the rest of the movie, but with no corrections to the music into the background. So they would so that didn't work out. So, but we did it, and we brought John and Tim back, or Mark's Cars and Tim, and did all the scenes they were doing, and yeah, there was still stuff missing. We filmed about 70 minutes of it at that point, and then in 2011. Attempted to go further than that because the burgeoning brand new internet, which started in 2007, would allow for video uploads. So we're like, let's upload Srtar Crackers onto the internet, and everyone can see it all over the world. It'll have more distribution than it ever had on video. It played a little bit on video. Enough so that J.J. Abrams noticed the Apple scene, and put it in Star Trek 2009. He liked it. So. But yes, because that wasn't really a Kirk thing. Although Kirk had an apple in Wrath of Khan, no, it was our apple scene. It was not Wrath of Khan. It's the same scene. Chris Pine reached in for the apple, pull it out, stop chewing it. It's right out of that. They had to have seen Srtar Crackers. Had to have. Unless he was copying the Next Generation episode where they had an apple. But that was a little different. Anyway, so yes, Raxler of the Third Xurie Garrison. Raxler. So yeah, this is not Kickstarter. So here we are on the set, and yes, this isn't really the set. This is the runabout room thing. There is no set. Yeah, we're just gonna keep an empty set running around. Yeah. You'd be a fish out of water on the planet. Tetheray in the movie, because it's easy to film that. It'd be a spoof of that awful He-Man and the Masters of the Universe live-action movie from '87, where they were they ran out of money like in the beginning, so they're like, let's film it in L.A. Yes. Ooh, whoever ballsy enough to do that. Have Raxler be the fish out of water. But actually, Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special beat us to that too this season. They had the Guardians of the Galaxy go to Earth and abduct their favorite star, which is kind of the plot of so Marvel has done it already. The Simpsons already did it. Yeah, so you kind of can't. So I have to think of something else. They don't need to keep a beard for that. Well, aha, here's a better one. Aha, there. Oh. Yes, his hair was ever flowing because it was fake. I think it was probably a Shatner toupee reference too, which has also been done on Robot Chickens. Yes, we've influenced through the media. So in 2011, they finally completed it, and it was a 2012 release. All of the videos you see now currently the 2012 release. Did some post-gaffing audio filming pickups. We couldn't get Tim for that, so we had dubbed in his voice. Mark's Cards is trying to, with his voice pitched down, doing the voice. But yeah, it was then on video, then on DVD, and then on DVD, and then on YouTube. So you can see both versions. You can see the episodic version and the other on the two channels: On Location Reviews channel, Weird Kitty 07 or 2, and On Location Cat KT, On Location KT. You can watch Srtar Crackers, the original voyage. And here I am, Raxler of the Third Xurie Garrison, 30 years later, on the ship. Well, over 30 years later, because we finished the first take, or the first 40 minutes, by February of 2002. 1992. Holy shit, 1992. Oh my goodness. And we were trying to play people who were in their 30s, and we were obviously not. Teens and in early 20s in that. And it's also funny is since that time, Steve Clark, who was essentially Steve Clark, Mark Cars was playing him, was able to remark on Facebook that he had seen our Srtar Cracker movie, and he was all like, oh, yeah, John was playing me. I had no idea he liked me that much. It was awesome. Yeah. We're creative. The cardboard sets and everything. And we liked the bloopers where the model fell in the water. That was funny. Now in the later version, they incorporated the they incorporated that into the episode. Yes, and made that Ethereum surf juggling. That's clever. Yeah. Ethereum surf juggling. It's funny that they're juggling the model of the ship in the movie of the ship. It'd be like if there was a Next Generation episode where somebody grabbed hold of the models on Picard's desk and started playing with them like they were toys. And Riker running around the bridge going pew 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 pew. I don't know, they haven't done that on lower decks. They're obviously thinking of us on lower decks all the time. Ooh, they made Akona look kind of like me on Prodigy, which is funny. Akona's not Raxler. If anything, Raxler is sort of the renegade Nick Locarno. Well, in this universe, was redeemed in the Dominion War, the crossover of Star Trek, and in the Dominion War, he was rescued from the call-up prison camp of the Cardassians, rescued from the Cardassians, and the Raxler was more like a Maquis, I think, if he was in Star Trek. But yes, so was Cedo Jaxa, who had been in prison. She wasn't dead, and Mahoney and Crass were there too, and they were young. They were like teenagers, and they saved the Exeter when the bridge was damaged. They went down to engineering and saved the Exeter because Locarno knew his ships and stuff. The Exeter was the same class as Voyager, so he was able to figure that out. So, even though he wouldn't know because he's not Tom Paris, but we're figuring that it had been like 2385 and Garrison them back, and he'd probably served on some of those, so, at that point. Or knew about them. He knew about them somehow. Now, that doesn't make sense, but he was Starfleet, so maybe he just knew. Yeah, he didn't know the ship, but maybe he knew, yeah, he'd been familiar with it. Maybe he'd been imprisoned on one. Maybe he'd served on one. Who knows? Maybe the rebels took him up on one. It doesn't really match up, but it's all right. The Voyager came back in 2378. Maybe he served on it. Maybe he got to see it. Yeah, maybe he got to see it. The Exeter. Doesn't matter. It's a pretty solid state. You go down to engineering and auxiliary control. It's been around for centuries, you know, in Star Trek. Anyway, I don't know what I'm rambling about. Anyway, Srtar Crackers. Srtar Crackers. Ooh. Raxler. Wearing a bathrobe and the headdress. In the Srtar Crackers universe, they just wear funny clothes, basically. They're fashionistas. They don't know any religious connotation to the things they're wearing. So they're just like, you know, it's like the future to them. It's the 2190s. Well, now it would be the 2220s, or in the other version, it would be the 2600s, something like that. Like 2530s, 2520s. 2520, yeah. So it'd be a little later in the Vanguard series. But this would be a sequel to that, but I don't know. At this point, I don't know. I just wanted to put on the beard and that, and the beard's real. Just for this trailer right here. That's it. Trailer. A trailer for Kickstarter that won't require any money. Raxler of the Third Xurie Garrison. Captain Raxler. Of his own garbage scow. Piratey ship. Nar. Not some kind of stereotype. He's a piratey ship. Space pirate. No. His hat's falling off. Anyway. Happy New Year, 2023. Laying that on a little thick. Co-pilot. The co-pilot. Oh no, the co-pilot got away. Kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, oh, kitty, 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 kitty. There's some food for the kitty, kitty. There's another one over here. Kitty, kitty. Oh, there's a there's a kitty, kitty. Here's a weird camera angle for your movie.